All the speculation, all the preparation, the last 48 hours. Now tell us about the last 3.
Yeah, it was a great event. It was well put out. Like, it was such an amazing event with amazing fighters on the card, and everything ran smoothly, and I had the time of my life out there. It was so much fun. And yeah, I could get back in there right now if you asked me to.
She did not roll over, did she?
Pardon?
She did not roll over.
She was so tough. She came out really hard in the first round, and I wasn't expecting that at all. But I think my defense really showed in there. We've been working on great guards for specifically bare knuckle. So I definitely think that's what really changed the fight, was that she was throwing big shots and none of them came through, and she hurt her hands on my guard. And that's when it gave me the opportunity to open up on her. And then I really started to land my jab and started to open her up with my jab, and then that's, where my right hand came into play. So it all kind of played out exactly how we planned.
How could you tell that she hurt her hands?
She was reluctant to throw them. I saw her just kind of wince, especially when I hit her and cut her. She actually grabbed her face, and that's when I jumped on her. But I knew that she was hitting my guard really hard, so I know what it feels like to hit someone's guard hard, and I know that shit hurts. So I definitely knew it hurt her.
Is that something you had to work on in this kind of fight as opposed to MMA, where did you have to work on in making sure that you're strategy-wise?
I've only been with this team for this fight and my last fight, so we've started to introduce it for my last fight, but obviously it needs time to really sink into your head and become second reflexes. So we've had a solid camp for this fight, and everything just came together nicely, and it just really it shows that I've got a good camp behind me, and we've been training on the right things, and we know how to do it bare knuckle. We know that the little sneaky guard and things like that no one thought of, and we definitely went out there and showcased that.
Did she hurt you at all? I don't see many.
I have a little split on my ear, I think from the clinching. She landed some heavy shots, but because my guard was so good, they didn't really hit flush. I've got a little fat lip, but mostly my hands are a little swollen from me hitting her. So,
what was different about a real, outside of practice, a real match bare knuckles?
It felt the same to get punched as an MMA fight, which is what my background is. The difference was my knuckles more when I punched her. I felt it a little bit more. Other than that, it was just really nice to be able to let go and showcase my boxing skill and not worry about a takedown or a kick and things like that. It felt like the rawest form of combat sports, just to go out there and just throw your hands and just let loose out there.
Did you throw just as hard?
Yeah. I'm not the kind to pull back on my punches. I'm going out there to finish my opponents. I definitely feel like this weight division is great for me, and this sport's great for me. Everything just worked well tonight.
What do you think of the crowd reaction as you tried to get out of the arena?
That's crazy. There's crazy fans in the UFC, but I've never been overwhelmed like that by fans. I think it's cool. I think they all said that us girls stole the show, and that's what it happens a lot. Us girls come to bang. I think people they kind of underestimate us girls, but we come out there with something to prove, and we definitely stole the show tonight.
You mentioned the weight class. UFC has the 125 weight class
yes.
now. You have a win in this. Are you looking to do both this and MMA? I mean, are you looking to try to get back in the UFC? What's the plan?
Absolutely, I want to do MMA. It's my first love, but this is amazing, and just the feeling of being out there tonight, I'm definitely going to fight bare knuckle again. But yeah, with the UFC, I feel like I didn't really get a good shot at this weight division. I was cutting dramatic weight to get down to 115. It just wrecked my performances, and I'm only just now being able to put on the weight, get healthy. I gave myself a thyroid disorder trying to get down to straw weight. So now I'm actually feeling fit, I'm feeling strong, I'm feeling fast. So they kind of let me go a little prematurely, I think, but one man's trash is another man's treasure, and I think bare knuckle fighting championships, they really trusted in me and my skills, and it shows tonight.
Did it take 20 hours to get here, is that right? When did you get into Cheyenne?
So we flew from Brisbane to Vancouver on Sunday, and then we had a stopover in Vancouver, and then we flew to Denver, and then we drove from Denver to here. So it was a big trip, but it was worth it.